Hey, Cardinal fans. I'm here with Coach Killough for another episode of Football Walk and Talk. Coach Killough, we had a gritty win on Saturday. Can you talk about the defense's performance on Saturday against Villanova in the second round of the FCS playoffs?
Yeah, it was tremendous. I think good football teams find a way to win on all three phases, and I think Saturday was an testament to that. Obviously, defense leading the way. I think they held them to their lowest yardage total since 2004, which was tremendous. And the weather conditions hindered us a little offensively. Obviously, our yardage total was great, but it hindered our ability to put points on the board. And it actually played in the favor of Villanova in terms of their run game. Their quarterback was really special, as well as a slew of running backs that they had. And I thought our defense really stepped up. They got lined up. They got their eyes in the right spot. They communicated, and they played with an edge.
Yeah. And then um, can you talk about a little bit of the resilience from our team against Villanova, with the conditions, a very good team coming in here at Benson Stadium. Can you talk about their resilience?
Yeah, I mean, that's our culture. That's a product of 2 years of talking about winning with intention, exemplifying detail, effort, love, and trust. And then just, focusing in on the moment, taking it moment by moment, not looking ahead, and being results based, and just playing each play like it's its own.
And then, like you mentioned, the defense had a really good game under the leadership of Coach Gooch. Can you talk about, how did you feel as a head coach when the defense came in those key pressure situations throughout the game?
Yeah, I mean, obviously proud, not surprised at all because I watch him prepare every single day. And Coach Gush does a tremendous job. He's a Hall of Famer in my book in this industry, and he has those guys ready to play every single week. They play with great fundamentals. They play with an edge. So just extremely proud of that unit.
And then we're traveling to South Dakota State this weekend, facing a familiar opponent. We faced them earlier in the year.
Yeah.
Can you talk? They're a very stingy defense, right? So, can you talk about how the offense needs to perform this weekend against a top-ranked opponent?
Yeah, I mean, all three phases need to perform at a high level. Jimmy Rogers is as good of a head coach as there is in the country at any level, and he's going to have those guys ready to play. They have an identity, and they've won a ton of games and had a ton of success doing it. So all three phases need to execute a game plan and do their job individually so that we can do our job collectively.
Now, Coach, I have one quick question. I know everybody in the stands saw it. I saw it from the press box. But can you talk about the celebration that the defense had whenever they had a key stop?
Yeah,
I believe it was like a jump in the starfish.
Yeah, they're the box boys, so they do that when they make a good coverage play. So I guess that's their little illustration on top of it is the star jump. So that was the first time I saw it, so I thought it was pretty cool.
Do you think they rehearsed it?
Yeah, they probably did. They didn't do it around me because they knew I wouldn't definitely want them to do it during any sort of practice time. But I thought it was creative. It was fun. That's something that we do a good job of too is letting our guys be themselves because it adds to our culture and it adds to our identity. So yeah, it was good. They just got to get off the field and make sure we don't get a penalty because that's when I'll lose it.
Well, all right. Thank you so much, Coach. Cardinal fans, make sure you tune in to ESPN this weekend at 11 a.m. to watch the UIW Cardinals face against South Dakota State.